And second of all, I can use the live transcription. So I will enable it. So now what I say, you will see it written down as a title, as a subtitle. Okay, that's the only thing I can do. So if you are like, you know, if you don't speak English, you don't have to be on this call, right? Like the same topic we just touched on it on Monday. So there's an international team call, right? It's for everyone that speaks English or more or less speaks English, right? I'm also not the best English speaker, but it doesn't matter. So to touch on what I was saying, or to get the point, you guys have to understand that sometimes people message us and say, hey, why do you guys never talk about trading in these calls, right? Why are team calls not about trading? Why are Nugget calls not about trading? So you guys have to understand that you paid iGenius a service fee for them to teach you about trading, right? It's not my job. It is not your upline's job. It's not our job to teach you trading, right? Yes, we are here to support you. We are here to help you. And we are here to answer questions and sometimes do calls about it. But you have to understand the Nugget calls, like what I need to teach you guys, since you don't learn that in the university, is how to network, right? These calls are mainly focused on network marketing, on mindset, and how building the business, right? Everything else is with iGenius. Everything else is, you know, university, live sessions, like copy and paste, right? We have several of people that get paid a lot of money every month to educate you guys on trading. So it's not my job. I'm not getting paid on educating you. I'm getting paid on building teams, on building communities, right? On supporting. So never feel bad if you are building the business and someone in your team comes up to you and tells you, hey, why is it never about trading, right? It is not our job. Like if it's not about trading, then you are not clearly not doing the university, right? Because if you are focused on what we told you to do in the onboarding, you have no time to ask these questions. We have no time for this bad energy because you know that everything that you need to learn is in the university and the live sessions, right? You don't need more, like it's enough. Like if you start the process today to learn trading with us, it will take you 2 years full of content until you are a good trader. So don't come to me and ask me the question, why are the calls never about trading, bro? Okay, sometimes, as we are doing it right now, right, we support you with that. So if many people ask like, hey, can we do like a bit of copy pasting mindset? And that's more for me, like I said, I'm not teaching you how to copy paste. I'm teaching you what I think is very important when it comes to copy paste, my experience, right? Because I'm a networker and I'm a trader, so I'm willing to give you that, right? But understand that. So either if you have the question, why is it always about network when we do calls, you have iGenius. And if you are getting the question, don't feel bad for it, because you are a networker, but you're also a trader, but the trading side is on iGenius, right? It doesn't mean that we don't support you guys and help you in trading. It doesn't mean that we can't trade. It doesn't mean, and it should not mean that you are not learning trading. Everyone should be learning trading, using the product and building the business, right? That's my philosophy, and you know that. That's the philosophy of success in this business, is to trade and to network at the same time. Since day one, I started this business 4 years ago, I was trading and I was doing network marketing, right? Because you can't sell products without knowing what you are doing and building a community, but you also can't build a business successfully, right? You can't build a business successfully if you don't know about the products, but you can't really be successful with the products if you have no income. You guys have to understand that, right? And that's what I always tell you guys is, if you are not doing network marketing, that's not smart, right? That's not smart at all. Like that's stupid, excuse me, but you have to understand that even if you become a good trader in the next 2 years, let's suppose you focus 2 years on becoming a very good trader, you put your money into it, right? You pay the authorship every month, like your fee, right? You focus on it for 2 years. Now, let's say you're a very good trader, and a very good trader makes in between 5 to 10%, right? A very good trader, in between 5 to 10% in the Forex markets. I'm not talking about crypto, talking about Forex mainly today, right? Now, let's say you have $100 on your account and you make 10%. How much would that be? It's $10. Now, does it make sense to learn trading for 2 years to make $10 a month? No. Does it make sense to make 10% on a $1,000 account that would be $100? No, makes no sense. You can't even pay the authorship, right? So you will need money. You will need funds to fund your trading. Now, how do you fund your trading? Most of you guys, right? I'm saying most of you, not everyone, but most of you guys will have a normal job with a normal income. And you, as a normal person, we have to pay bills, right? So most of the money, 80%, 90%, maybe 100%, maybe more than 100% of the money that you make every month is spent on your life. And that's how it works. Now, how will you fund your skill set? How will you fund your trading skills? You need money for that. The more money you have, the more money you can make in return, right? So if you, for example, invested $15,000 2 years ago into Bitcoin, you would have made more than 100K, 15K, right? You invested 50K, you would have more than 100K right now. Now, let's say you did not have 15K back then. right? And I had 15K just sitting aside and I put it into Bitcoin. High risk. Yes, it was a high risk investment, but I had 15K lying around. Now that's because, and I mean 15, right? 15K is what, came through network marketing, and I put money aside and I wait for investments. I use my skills that I've obtained and learned the last 4 years in trading and investing. And then I use that money and I put it somewhere, and bam, it makes me 6 figures. Right. And I would not be, and I talked about that in my story, I would not be sitting here if I did not know that this account will go in the next 1-2 years, that I started with 50K, one of them, to 1 million, because that's the skill, right? That's the skill that you have. Now, everyone that has the goal of making a 6-figure account, having a 6-figure account, a million account, or whatever, you will need money. The more money you have, the easier it is. You guys hopefully understand that, right? So be smart and use network marketing to fund your accounts. Be smart to accumulate money besides your job. Like, don't quit your job after you made your first $1,000 in network marketing. No, use your job to make money. Use the money that you make extra network marketing and reinvest it. That's how you build a portfolio in the next 5 years where you can become a millionaire. Like, I'm not lying to you guys, right? I still have 1 year until it's my 5th year in network marketing. And I'm pretty, like, all my calculations point to 1 million just by the investments. But how is that possible? Just with the income of network marketing. Do you guys understand that? Can you type a yes in the chat if you understand what I'm talking about right now, if it's on top of your head? Because I feel sometimes you guys don't realize that it takes money to make a lot of money, right? And the more money you want to make, the more money, you need to invest first. And that's very important. Disgusting, this shit. Okay, let's go. Now when it comes to copy paste, right? That's like mindset thing, what we talked about. We just were like, just chatting a bit. But when it comes to copy and paste, right? Number one is, I typed it in the chat, is broker, right? The first thing we need is a broker. We need to set up an account with a brokerage to start to trade. Okay. So what I always recommend is always start with a demo account, right? If you don't know what kind of broker you should use, go into the onboarding process, use the link of Pacific Union, right? Set up your broker over there. It's a broker that we partnered with. Why did we partner with them? Because we get better, better terms and conditions. And on top of that, if there's a problem, I can always help faster, right? I cannot reach out to any broker that you have out there, but I can reach out to Pacific Union since we are partners, and I can contact them. So it's easier. Now, understand that you are not forced to use any broker. You can use whatever broker you want, right? It doesn't matter which broker you use. I don't care. No one is forcing you. No one's telling you what to do. I can just give you the option to use Pacific Union as you wish, right? At the beginning, very important, you have to understand that the broker really doesn't matter, right? It's not like it matters, but it also doesn't matter, because the first money in trading, you will always lose, right? I don't know if you knew that, okay? And hopefully I'm not destroying any dreams or wishes, but the first money, the first couple of charges, the first couple of fundings that you do on your account, you will most likely lose it, right? Every good trader lost money before they made money. That's a process. You will have to first lose money until you make money, because in the markets, I don't know if you guys know that, but in the markets, someone else loses if you wins. And therefore, if someone else wins, you lose. Do you guys understand? The money is not gone. Money never disappears. Money is not lost. Just someone else has it. Someone else has it. So you have to understand that in the markets, if you win, right, someone else lost. And if you lose, someone else wins. Now in the Forex markets, on the markets in general, it's like a tiny percent of people that make money. 80% or more of people lose money in the Forex markets, in the crypto markets, in the financial markets. Now, why is that? Due to mindset, lack of skill, right? No long-term trading abilities, no mindset, right? Trading is a lot about mindset. If you never have heard that, trading is 80% mindset and 20% skill set. Again, trading is 80% psychology, 20% skill set. That's crazy if you understand that. Now, people that, for example, don't join network marketing calls because they're traders, they don't understand the game. They don't understand that it's about nuggets. It's about your mind. It's about your, psychology. It's like you have to become a person that is, stable when it comes to money. You will need to personally develop to become a good trader. It's not only learning the case system and knowing where to put the Fibonacci and where to put, the extensions and where to put the quadrant and where to enter and where to put, one trade, multiple trade, whatever strategies. No, it is a lot. It's like more mindset than anything. So number one, to come back to that, it is the broker, right? You have to have a broker, start with a demo account. Now, there's no specific time where I would say you have to use a demo account, right? It's up to you. You have to ask yourself the question, right? When do I feel ready? Okay, copy paste at the beginning. Now we are talking about beginners, right? Copy paste at the beginning is just to learn. It's not about making money, right? I know that your goal is to make money, but it should be your goal, but it's not going to happen, right? Most likely it will not happen. Maybe you will have a bit of luck, right? And then you lose it again. So if you are new and not here more than 2 years, and that's most of you, then if you think you can trade, you can't, right? I've seen so many people that came to me, it's like, whoa, I made so much money, I'm a trader. No, bro, like you're not, right? If you are not constantly learning trading for 2 years, you may have luck and you make a little money, but you're not a trader yet, right? Most likely you will lose it. Okay, trading means a certain period where you make profit. For me, a year for me is where I see if I've been in profit or not. So everything that happened in 1 year, all the losses, all the wins, all the gains, all the whatever, I put it all together in the sheet, and then I see how much profit did I do, how much money did I lose. I calculate it, right? And then I know my gross, or basically my win, or basically I have all the losses, right? I have all the wins, and then I calculate it, and then I know what I gained at the end of the year. You guys, at the year, you guys know what I mean, right? So that's why you don't judge trading by a week or by a month or by a days or by an hour, right? It's more like what happened in the year, what happened in 2021, what happened in 2020, how much money did you make, right? So very important for you guys to understand. Now, there are different, and that's another thing I wanted to say, there are different groups out there, right? And that's number 2, different groups. Number 2 is, okay, if you're writing this down, number 1 was the broker and the stuff I was talking about now. Number 2 is groups, okay, different Telegram groups. Now we have different Telegram groups in iGenius, and we have GC groups, right? Some of you guys may ask, why is that? Now GC is a team, as you guys might know, a team that we work together very closely. For a pandemic, for example, right? We are TPR, they are GC, but we work together a lot, right? Basically all the time. So they support us, we support them, right? And they have their own groups. They are not implemented in iGenius. Why? Because these traders are so expensive that the company will not pay them, right? Easy as it is. Just that you guys understand that. All the other groups you have with Alerts One. And we'll talk about Alerts One for a second first before we talk about GC, right? So everyone that joined iGenius and did the onboarding, if you did not do the onboarding, I can't help you. You have to do the onboarding first, right? I'm not going to answer any onboarding questions that you learn. Now, after plugging into Alerts One, right, you have all the different groups, right? You have all the different groups. And I will focus now first, as I said, on iGenius groups, okay? Groups that come from iGenius, from our company, that you can learn trading with. Now, the best 2 groups, right? The best 2 groups is Crypto Sequelizer and Sequelizer. You can see it in my trading folder. They are pinned. Why? Because I use them daily. The Sequelizer is the most important thing that you have to learn in this company, right? Not the Sequelizer, the SK system, right? And with the SK system, there comes the Sequelizer and the Crypto Sequelizer. These are support tools. These are trade ideal groups, right? So you will need to learn the SK system, which you will need to learn anyways, because no one will just, stay uneducated when it comes to finance and trading and will somehow become a millionaire just by copy pasting. You will need to have you will have to understand what you're doing. You need the skill set, you need the mindset, you need the knowledge, right? So if you joined us and you thought it's just like copying some numbers, and then becoming rich, no, it is easy. It is copy and paste. You just copy and you paste it and you will have results, but it's more for a learning process. And if you really want to become successful in trading, investing in that area, right, in the sphere, then you need to learn the SK system. So the SK system is the single most powerful system I've ever seen. And in combination with the Crypto Sequelizer and the Sequelizer in general, right, you will create a lot of success. You can create a lot of success, right? I cannot promise you anything. It always depends on you. So focus on Sequelizer and Crypto Sequelizer. Now, I will not explain you how Sequelizer works, because you will understand by your own as soon as you learn the system. Right? I'm not giving you shortcuts. There are no shortcuts, guys. There are no like just do this and this and you're rich. No, you have to put effort, time, and willpower into it, right? And sweat and tears. So learn this case system, and you will understand Crypto Sequelizer and Sequelizer. There's 2 best groups in iGenius, period, right? What else do we have? Now, before I talk and continue about the groups, you will have to decide which markets you want to trade, right? We always offer 3 major markets. It's Forex, currencies, right? Euro, US dollar, Swiss franc, dirham, Turkish lira, whatever, Canadian dollar. There's so many, like over 50 currencies out there. Forex is the market where these currencies are exchanged, if you didn't know until now, right? So we have different Forex groups. We have different crypto groups, right? Crypto markets, the alternative markets is another area that you can trade. And then you have like all the other like equity markets, like, okay, stocks, bonds, options, gold, silver, how do you say? Then you have indices, for example, like the German index, right? You have the American S&P 500, right? You have how do you say to gold and gold and how do you call them? Precious metals, yes, but there's a term as an asset class. I forgot, but you guys would know what I mean, right? So everything in the equity market is like stocks and all that kind of stuff. Then we have crypto, and then we have Forex on the other side, right? So these are the three major markets, and you will have to decide which market do you want to trade. Right, crypto market is a high risk but very high gain thing. Right, Forex is, for example, a market where I feel you should start to learn. Like everyone starts to learn in the Forex markets and then does whatever they want. So focus on the Forex markets first and the crypto markets if you want, right? Because crypto markets, when they are bullish, when they are running, you can't really lose money, right? So if cryptos are going up and it's a hype, it is very hard to lose money, right? It's very hard. You can just put some money in and you make money and then you go out again. Now, when to go in, when to go out, that's what you learn with the SK system. And that's the most powerful system, right? I was talking about that to Cindy and Tanisha when we drove from Malibu back to LA, is that the most money you will make is with the SK system, or I make is with the SK system, by investing into the markets, because I'm traveling. I still trade every day, yes, but it's not the same, right? It's not the same as if you're focused at home all the time. You can monitor your trades, right? So I invest a lot of money in the crypto markets, right? And how do I do it? With the SK system. I multiply my holdings every time the markets drops by 50% because I know when to go out. I called, right? And I don't want to tap my shoulders. Like I don't want the respect for that. Okay, or maybe a bit because no one acknowledges in general, not you guys, but this in general out there, how powerful, and it's not about me, it's about how powerful this case system is, right? I called the top at Bitcoin, the first all-time high 1.5 years ago, and I made an Instagram live, it's still there, where I said, I will go out right now, sell 50% of my holdings. Some of you guys were on this Instagram live, and everyone was, why are you selling? Are you stupid? It's going up, right? I posted it everywhere, and I went out, market 1 week later, crashed 50%. What did I do? I rebought with the 50% that I sold, 100%. So I multiplied my holdings. Do you understand? I sold 50% at the top. Rebought after 50% drop means I have 2 times more holdings than before. Now market went to another all-time high. Sold again, 50% to the drop. Bought again, multiplied by another 2. Do you know how powerful this is? You're not only making money because the markets are going up, because you also are making money because you're multiplying the asset that you're holding. So for example, 1 Bitcoin, right, goes up, you sell 50%, so 0.5 Bitcoin, you let it 50% drop, and then you rebuy at 50% discount for 0.5. Now you have another 1, right? So now you're holding 1.5. Now, if that happens again, 1.5, you sell 50%, you have 0.75. With 0.75, you buy at a 50% discount. Now you have 2.4 or 2.5 or whatever, right? So you're multiplying your holdings all the time. And that is possible with the SK system, right? And where do you learn the SK system? Mostly in first, and that's the point that I'm trying to make, is in the Forex market. So learn about the Forex markets first, because these are the most, not difficult ones, but the Forex market is the largest market still, right? Crypto is big and cool, but Forex is the largest market out there in the world. So learn about these markets first and then go to the other markets. Now, if you want to learn Forex, right, there's one group that you should use if you are joining. Why? It's called IOTA. Why is the IOTA so important? IOTA is not the best performing. Like sometimes sometimes it's very good, sometimes it's okay. But IOTA is more like for beginners in terms of they give you a lot of signals, and that's good for you because at the beginning, as I said, your goal should be to make money, but most likely will not come out to that. It's more like you are learning about the markets. Okay, you are learning about the markets by copy and pasting, by understanding what is a buy limit, what is a sell limit. Right? What are these limit orders? What is like the number on top with 0.01? What happens if I change 0.01 to 0.1, right? Or to 1, like my account will be blown. And you guys have to make these mistakes. You guys have to make the mistakes trading without stop loss. My mentors always told me, Miguel, never trade without a stop loss. What did I do? I traded without stop loss 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, until I was so mad at myself, and so mad at myself, like so mad, guys. And then I stopped. I never did it again. And that's the learning curve in trading and investing, is that we tell you, but it doesn't matter because you will do it anyways until you make it so many times. You do it over and over and over and over again. You repeat your errors until you are so mad at yourself that you just stop it. I don't know if you guys ever had that feeling in life, that you fucked it over and over and over again. You fucked it up over and over again all the time. And then one day you're so mad at yourself, like you will never do it again, never. But it took 1 time, 2 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, whatever, until you finally were so fed up with yourself that you said, I'm going to stop. I can't take you from that. Stefan Kassin can't take you from that. Even if we educate you, if you tell you never trade without the stop loss, you will still do it. And I did it too. And that's the learning curve of trading. That's why you should trade. That's why you should copy and paste. That's why you should make your own mistakes. Okay, and these groups are perfect for that. Now, for the performing people that want to make money and perform, GC Gold is sick, right? Now it comes to the GC group. GC Gold is sick, and then there's another one called Money Heist. It's a new one, right? Or basically a new one. Now, Money Heist is also very good. Okay, so if you are trading the markets, focus on GC Gold and Money Heist. When it comes to iGenius, focus on IOTA and learning. And if you just want to focus on iGenius and you want to become a very good trader, focus on the sequelizer groups. Because as you guys might know, Stefan Kassin is the head of education of iGenius, okay? And that's not just because of an accident. That's because his system is very powerful. That's because his performance is very good. That's because the sequelizers are very good. Hopefully you guys understand. Let me just like drink a little bit from my beer here. Okay, let's go. What else? Nice. The groups. Okay. What else? Let me check. So we talked about IOTA. We talked about crypto sequelizer. Then you also have binary trading, right? Binary trading is like another type of trading which you can also learn. There's also a video on the onboarding. What else is good? Now, when it comes to crypto, for example, there's a good group when it comes to GC, which is called the token, right? It's GC token, where you get trade ideas, which tokens to buy, very powerful. Then we have GC whale. It's more like a long-term trading style of crypto, right? And then we have GC crypto, where there's like a futures trading with, you know, with a leverage. But if you don't understand what I'm talking about now, then don't bother. It doesn't matter. Focus on the Forex and the basics. I'm just like also want to catch the people on here that are more advanced, that they know which groups are good. Now, when it comes to these groups, right, you have to find yourself the right groups. Like you will have to, let me cancel here the, okay. Now you guys will have to, you guys will have to find out which group works for you by trial and error, right? I can't tell you use this group and you will be successful. Why? Because we are different, right? We have a different lifestyle. We all have different amounts of money that we can use as capital for trading. We all have different working hours. We all have different, you know, we all live like around the world. Some of you guys might go to sleep when I wake up, and some of you guys might go to like wake up when I go to sleep, right? So it's a big difference, and you guys have to trial and error and find it out for yourself. So if you are a bit, you know, like, I don't want to say, you know, disappointed by this call because you thought I'm going to jump here and tell you how to become a, you know, a millionaire in a couple of weeks just by copy pasting. It's not that, guys, right? It does not work like that. I'm trying to build your mindset to understand and then become successful, because you will have to, you know, build your own success inside of this company. That's why network marketing is so beautiful and this company is so beautiful, because everyone will build another success story. Like you guys, everyone will at the end of the day tell me a different reason why you joined. And at the end of the day, you will tell me a different success story. Some of you use this to become successful. Some of you use this to become successful. Some of you do this and this and this. Everyone has to find their own way inside this industry to become successful. Hopefully you guys understand that, right? Now, some very important things that you have to write down when it comes to copy paste trading in the future that you need to understand. Number one is, right? So we are in number 3 now. Like, okay, like it's number 3. But of number 3, a point is number 1, where you should never, or you should never trade different systems or more than one system on one trading account. Now again, let's say you have a Forex account and you funded this account with $1,000, right? Now, some of you guys might use signals from here and mix it with a bit of a SK system, like your own analysis, and then you use IOTA, and then you use this, and then you use this, and this, and this. You shall not do that. Never, 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 never. Like at the beginning, yes, if you are learning about trading, it doesn't matter. Take everything, learn everything, right? It doesn't matter. But if you want to become profitable with copy and paste trading, never mix systems. So if you are saying, I'm going to trade GC gold, then you just trade GC gold on one account. If you are trading SK at the same time, then trade SK on one account. You will have to have multiple accounts. And yes, you can open multiple accounts in one brokerage account, right? You can add another account, just another login. You can do that, no problem. But you will have to do it if you're really taking it serious. Why? Because you can't use one account for different systems, because different systems will perform at different times. Now, people tend to start with GC gold and they say, hey, I took 3 trades, they're all in minus. Now I'm going to jump over to money heist. Now money heist did 3 profits, right? And then 5 losses, and then you jump over to IOTA. And then you use IOTA for 1 month, and then you start to trade the SK system because you're learning the SK system. At the same time, you're starting to trade SK system on this account. Now, how will you ever know which system works if you're always changing? And then also on top of that, please understand that you cannot judge a group. You cannot judge a system by a week or by a month. As I said, if you start today and you say, I'm going to trade IOTA, and I try to take every signal, and if you do that and you quit after 2 weeks because the performance was not good, bro, like what? Like, it doesn't matter how good you are in trading. There are good times and there are bad times, even for the SK system, even for Stefan Kassing, even for other big traders out there in the markets. It's not like you can take profit and make profit every day and every week. There will be bad weeks. Now imagine you join in a bad week and then you judge the trader, the system, the group by the bad week. It does not work like that. You guys understand what I mean? You can't just, use it for a couple of days and then you say it's good or bad. Now, other side around, right? Vice versa. Many of you guys will start to use the group, and the first trade hits profit, second trade hits profit, third trade hits profit, and then you start to increase the lot size, right? Now the group is killing it. They are good. Let's increase the risk. Let's make more money. Now, this 5th trade where you increase the lot size, the risk by 50%, 100%, whatever. Now this trade hits stop loss. Now what happens is that you lost in one trade the first 5 trades because you increased the lot size. Right? With one trade, you lost everything that you built up the last 2 weeks with 5 trades because you were increasing the risk. You risk more on the 5th trade than in the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Never do that. That's another big thing. If you are opening a group, a trade, always use the same lot size, right? And I will send you a calculator into this group right now that you can use to calculate your lot size, right? I will tell you and explain you how it works. So I will share my screen right now, and then afterwards I will send you guys a link. Now, every time you enter a trade, please use that, right? You go onto my FX book, right? I will send you the link anyway. You go to position size calculator. Now, the first thing you're going to choose is what kind of currency do you have on the account? Let's say we have US dollars, or let's say we have euros, right? Choose that. Now we type in our account size. Let's say we do $1,000, right? Then our risk ratio. Now your risk should be anywhere between 0.5 and 3% max. 3% is very high because with 3%, you lose 10 trades, you lost 10% of your account. So I trade, for example, with 0.5%, right? You can also at the beginning just do 1%. Right? Then here you will put in your stop loss. Now the pips in the stop loss. Now let's say, for example, you are trading, okay? Let's say, for example, you are trading, and I will just choose any chart right here. I don't know. Let me check. Do we have any good chart right here that I can use to show you what I mean? Hoppala, sorry. Okay, it doesn't matter. So let's say, for example, I don't even need it anyway. So let's say, for example, you're entering a trade, right? And you're going short. Now, your stop loss that you will use, for example, is let's say 10 pips, right? So with this tool, with the long short tool over here, long position, short position, you can see what your pip size is, right? So my pips, for example, is 9.8. So if I'm doing that, I will go back to my position calculator and I will put in 10 pips, right? Now it will show me the lot size, 0.1 lots, okay, on a 1K account. Now, if you guys want to find out when it comes to copy and paste trading, and you're like, okay, but they don't tell me the pips on a copy paste. Now, for example, if it says gold sell now 1932, right, and the stop loss is 1942, what is the difference? Can someone tell me the difference in between 1942 and 1932? It is 10, right? So these are the pips. Now you go back and you choose gold, right? You choose gold over here. You always have to use for gold is XAU, right? You will always have to use the currency. Now we set 10 pips, right? Because the difference between 1932 and 1942 is 10 pips. Now we put in 10 over here. Now our lot size would be 0.92 to trade this trade. Right? And that's how you calculate the lot size. Now, let's take another example from a different group. Let's go into IOTA. Now, you will have to find out what is the difference in between 1.09110 and 1.096110. Can someone tell me the difference in between the entry and the stop loss? How many pips? This one is a bit more difficult, so I'm waiting. Other one was easy. What is the difference? It's 50. Right? So 50 pips. So it's Euro US dollar. So we go back, we use Euro US dollar. We go back to our account size of 1,000, and then we do 1%, and then it's 50. And now it's 0.02. So the lot size, what we put on top, the number is 0.02. Now let's say our stop loss is not 50, but 30 pips. Now it's 0.03. Do you see how it changes? Right? It changes depending on your pips of the stop loss. So that's why you always have to calculate your risk, guys. Very important, okay? Now, another important thing when it comes to trading is, come on, MacBook, why are you playing me like this? Give me a sec, guys, it's changing. Okay. Now, another very important thing is that you will have to understand, and that many people ask me the question is, if there are different take profits, right? So if there's like take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3, take profit 4, what do I do? Oh yeah, the link. Thank you for reminding me. You can also just type in my FX book, guys. It's just my FX book. Here's the link, right? And then calculate the size. Now, many of you guys will ask, why are there different take profits? If you are beginning, if you are in the business, just joined recently, just always take profit 1. Make it easy, just take profit down, because for you, it's only about, trading. It's only about making the mistakes. Now, for everyone else, you with enough education, by completing the basic university, learning about the SK system, you should know what you should take. If it's take profit 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, because it depends on your strategy. And how do you know where and how to define a strategy? By you learning about trading. I can't tell you. It depends on your strategy. If you are new, just take profit 1. Stop loss, take profit 1. Okay. Also, risk management, we just talked about, always use the same risk management. And then never change the running system. That's the last one. If you see success with one group, then don't change it and keep using it. And even if there are bad times, understand that after bad times, there are good times. And after good times, there are bad times, right? That's how the markets work. So you cannot judge a market and a trader and a system, as I said, in good times, but also not in bad times, but after a certain period of time. Okay. Now, what are the benefits and disadvantages? That's number 4, the last one, before I open it up for questions. Benefits and disadvantages of copy paste. Copy paste for me is, I think, very powerful to learn trading. I learned trading with copy paste. Is copy paste the thing you will become rich out of? No, I don't think so, right? It can always help you, and it should help you. But to be honest, I've never met someone that introduced himself to me and said, hey, I'm Peter and I'm a successful copy-paste trader. No, because if you're successful, you trade on your own. These copy-paste things, yes, they work, especially when it comes to the groups like Research Pro, right? When it comes to tokens, when it comes to investment tips, stocks, that's cool. Forex can also work, but it's just hard and it's just difficult. If you really want to make money with that, all the time, you have to take every trade. You will have to educate yourself and understand what you're doing, okay? So copy-paste is the perfect thing to learn trading, to go into the markets. The first thing you should do while learning everything about the systems, while learning about trading. But most likely one day you will end up by not continuing to just copy and paste, because you are a trader for your own. You learn trading. Now you use your own skill set. Why is that so convenient or more convenient? Because you can adopt it to your time. Now, copy paste is if there's a signal, you have to take it as soon as possible. If you don't, it is very difficult, right? If someone sends you 10 signals and you only take 2 of them and 2 of them are lost, you cannot say this group is shit because you didn't take 80% of the trades. Do you understand that? It's very difficult. So please understand that it is a cool thing to start and everyone should do it. But one point, I feel you will just grow out of it. It's a process. One point, you will reach one point where you will just grow out of it and you are comfortable with your own trading style system and using this SK system or whatever system you want to use, right? But basically, the SK system is the best one, in my opinion, and what most people have here and use here and have the most success. And then you're cool, you just use it, you're successful. That's it. You will grow out of copy paste. But is copy paste good? Yes, use it, especially at the beginning. Now, that's basically what I want to talk about, guys, like everything regarding mindset, about copy paste. As I said, at the end, some people will sit here and say like, okay, but I didn't learn anything about copy paste. Again, I'm not here to explain you what you have in videos. I'm not here. I'm focusing on what no one is touching on, right? That's why I'm giving you this information, because that's my experience. That's what I had to learn. But you will have to do your own due diligence and invest your time and do what you have paid for, and that's learning in the university and the live sessions how to at the end of the day really do it, right? So you have that in the onboardings, you have that everywhere. So please do that, right? Don't think we will do everything for you. That's not the case. So I will just open up the chat for questions. We still have a couple of minutes left, and let's see if I can help you with some questions, and then I have to jump to another call, guys. Then later we are going to Eric Worre's house. Just give me a second, guys. Here. Okay, guys, so chat is open for questions. I'm waiting. If there are any. Cindy, you need a coffee, bro. Not only one. It's already sleeping again. She's like this. I've been seeing it. Didn't sleep, yes, I know. Okay. Easy, guys. Then I'm going to finish the call. I have calls anyways, and we have a lot to do here in Vegas. So hopefully you take notes, because most of this will not help you right now, but it will help you in the future when you see yourself in a problem. You're like, Miguel talked about that in the call. I'm not doing it anymore. Okay. So stay safe, stay humble, stay blessed. TPR is the crown, guys. We see us at Attendemic. If you don't have your ticket, get your Attendemic ticket, guys. I will visit Eric Worre at 2 p.m. So in the next couple of 2 hours. So check my story, guys, because you're going to see the studio. You're going to see Eric Worre. You're going to see how this is set up, guys. It is sick, guys. So we see us at Attendemic. It was nice to have you. Love you, TPR. Let's go.